I'm Brian Leslie.
And I'm Trinity Lewis.
Thank you for joining us for Black Hills Weekend. It's July 18th, 2014. Well, if you're like Trinity and myself, it's never too early to start thinking about and planning for the weekend. And Trinity has looked at a lot of the events going on throughout the Black Hills, thanks to our partners in the Chambers of Commerce and other places. And she has, like a DJ, kind of come up with the greatest hits. And she's found 5 events for us this weekend that you might be interested in, that are going to be fun, easy to get to, you can bring your family to, aren't too expensive, and will create some great memories. So start us off with number 1.
This one is literally a walk in the park. The festival in the park takes place each year in Spearfish, South Dakota, in Spearfish Park. There are numerous vendors, over 20,000 people usually attend, crafts, arts, and food booths with an emphasis on handmade items, and of course, there is live music as well.
And you know what? This is always the hottest weekend of the year, and guess what? It's going to be 15 degrees cooler this weekend than normal. What great weather for Festival and Park. And speaking of live music, there's another huge live music event going on in stop number 2 in Rapid City.
It's called Hills Alive, and it's one of the largest free music festivals that takes place in the Black Hills and probably in the upper Midwest, Brian. There are numerous artists that will be attending, in fact, nearly 30.
Who's going to be some of the headliners?
One of the biggest ones is Stephen Curtis Chapman, as well as the Newsboys, and there are nearly 30 others, Brian. So really a big event for artists. Just pack your lawn chair and some sunscreen, a big kid zone for all of your youngins that you bring along too.
Now our third event takes us further south, where it's going to be a little warmer this weekend in Hot Springs, specifically the Mammoth Site. And this is an ongoing program that they do every summer. The Junior Paleontology program, where the youngsters can learn how to dig for dinosaur bones. Tell us a little bit about that.
There will be a big mock bed full of dirt, and you'll have the tools and everything else to find some replicate bones. And Brian, what I really appreciate about this is there is an advanced segment as well for adults and people who are really interested in paleontology, just learning that intricate process that is actually used every day.
And what I understand is that for the advanced program, you actually are doing research. You're seeing how those bones are excavated and how they screen and look at all of the everything that's taken out of there. It is pretty interesting.
Pretty fascinating.
As always, there's more information on all these events in the links down below. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're on blackhillschannel.com on the weekend tab, there's more information down below for you too. Our next stop is going to stay in the Southern Hills, and yeah, if it is in the 90s this weekend, Trinity's come up with a great tip for you to beat the heat.
There are numerous caves in the Black Hills. You probably knew that, but did you know that most of those caves are visited Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of each week, but the weekends are usually quite a bit freer in terms of visitation. So if you want to take part in Wind Cave or Jewel Cave, some of those really fun underground treasures, you can do it over the weekend and kind of have things to yourself, not as big of a crowd to fight, Brian.
Remember to bring a jacket for those cave tours, because it's always about the middle 60s down underground, nice and cool on a hot summer day. Speaking of hot weather and cool cars, one just went by out the window right here as we're recording this in Spearfish, and they are coming. The big event coming this weekend here in the Queen City. It is the annual Corvette Rally.
Yes, the Black Hills Corvette Classic takes place in Spearfish this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, if you have a vet, there are numerous activities to take part in. But if you are like Brian and I and you just wish that you had a Corvette, you can really have a lot of fun at the Show and Shine. That takes place Friday night on Main Street in Spearfish. All of the cars will be lined up. You'll get to see a huge variety.
And the Show and Shine usually starts right about 5 o'clock in the evening this Friday night, so make a point to be down there if you wish. And again, more details on all of these events are available in the links that we will provide for you. If you're on YouTube, you'll see them down below. If you're watching us on blackhillschannel.com, you will also see those links down below. And we want you to leave us a comment. If you're able to go out and see any of these events this weekend, tell us about your experience. We'd love to share those experiences with all of our viewers here on Black Hills Weekend.
That's right, there's so much happening in the hills this weekend. There's no excuse to stay at home, so stop pushing pause.
And push play
this weekend.